Footbags.
100%. Footbags. It's Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl. It's super right now, and it is bowl right now. It is Super Bowl right now. Hi, everybody. My name just so happens to be Footbags, and this just so happens to be the Super Bowl, a.k.a. Footbags Live from the Depths, which goes down Sundays, 8 p.m., right here on this Cold Rhymes Records Twitch channel. That's me, that's this, that's where you are right now. Super Bowl. So, tonight on Super Bowl, things are going to get incredibly super and probably more bowl than you have ever seen in your life. Because what the Super Bowl strives to do is one-up whatever happened last Super Bowl. Last Super Bowl was good. It was real bowl. It was real super, but I think we can go a little bit harder this year. Super Bowl. Let's get into things. So this year on Super Bowl, much like on the Grammys, we're going to switch things up a little bit. The stadium is going to be significantly smaller. In fact, it's the depths. And instead of playing a game with lots of people, teams, people in bleachers, stands, selling hot dogs, what have you, airplanes flying by with great fanfare, fireworks displays, halftime shows, etc. All that's been scrapped. All that, they're like, you know what, budget cuts, inflation, economics, etc. Let's not this year. Instead, Footbags Live from the Depths. And, you know, everybody at the table was like, green light. Let's do this. Save some of that NFL money and get this Footbags Live from the Depths to just kind of step up and take over. Now, one thing we got to do before anything else proceeds, the Super Bowl might be canceled right here, right now, if this dog bark sample does not play. It played. We're good. Super Bowl is on. That was like the coin flip at the start. And because there's no teams, immediately everybody wins. And immediately everybody wins because there's a dog bark sample. Plain and simple. Let's hear what happened last week on the Grammys. Surprise. Super Bowl terminology. It's also known as the second thing that happened last week, potentially at the Grammys. If you're a fan of football and you're a fan of the Grammys, do we have some good news for you? They're all just Footbags live from the depths now. What was the first thing we did last week? Let's just listen to this real quick, and then we'll get into some real Super Bowl. It's a bit of a two-parter. I remember this one because there's a couple of these. There's this drums and bass. This little swaggly horn sample, but I remember I turned that one off before I made these other ones. Added them to the mix, and they're kind of each their own thing. I remember how that went down. It was only a week ago. Now that we've reviewed, now that we've done important Super Bowl business, let's get down to some real Super Bowl, you guys. Let's turn this Super Bowl up to Super Bowl. Super Bowl. It's really super. Anyways, if I didn't mention it, my name is Footbags. You can call me Footbags or whatever else. Really, I don't mind. As long as I understand that you're speaking to me, I don't really care what name is applied. Footbags is one I happen to say a lot, so in my mind, it's the style. Oh, look, drums. Oh, look. Oh, look. Would you have a peek over here at what I found? It just so happens to be drums. I like that little, was that the end of this one? That. Now this is going to be the tricky part. I want to steal the end of this sample. If I get too close to the end, it'll go to the next one, the next file. I think right there. Got it. Let's work that in to the blend, no matter what happens. If we remember. It's a big if. Super Bowl. That sounded like a Super Bowl beat. Oh, that's the same thing, but with another little snare drum. Is there more? Nope, just the two. Just the two. It was pretty Super Bowl. Now, and if I add that little into the mix, we might have something we can work with here. Is that the one? That's the one without the snare. This is the one with the snare. Or is it an extra kick drum? I don't even know. Let's loop the second half of it just for fun. Just for fun. Don't worry, it won't be like that in the mix. I'm just pressing these buttons. I'm going to add the extra little snare drum sound Super Bowl style. All right, we're clipping over here. Let's turn it down over here and turn it up over there for maximum overdrive for Optimus Prime and other buddies who can transform into vehicles. They're buddies. They're pals. They're friends. Digital reverb. Digital reverb will be served in 24-ounce cups at the Super Bowl. People like their reverb big, just like their Super Bowls. They like them large and bowl-shaped. How do I know these things? I don't. I'm just saying stuff. I don't know it all. I'm just trying to Super Bowl over here in the depths, you know? Just trying to find a uneditable compressor preset that doesn't sound too terrible. Just terrible enough. It's got to have a certain amount of terribility, terribleness. We might be onto something here. We might not. This might be the worst move ever. We could always record two different takes, like a clean take with not the crazy crap going on, and then one with the crazy crap going on. We could. We don't have to. We are in the depths after all. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Super Bowl is in the depths this year, just like the Grammys were. Y'all remember the Grammys? About now is the time to have an intervention. If you happen to be watching the Super Bowl right now, aka me doing this, and you're like, sweet Jesus, no, don't record that. Now is your time to speak up, just saying. Because I'm about to. All right. we're in business. This bowl is getting super, you guys. Super Bowl. This bowl is so friggin' super. This bowl, it's super. Super Bowl. This bowl, it's not just a regular bowl. You gotta understand this. You gotta understand how super this bowl is. It's beyond other descriptors such as good. It's not just fine bowl. It's not like satisfactory bowl. It's not decent bowl. It's not grandma's hard dish by any means. This bowl, super Bowl. Super as hell. Oh, wait, you know what we haven't done yet? Let me turn off these goddamn delays. You know what we haven't done yet? We grabbed another sample, and I said we were going to use it if we remembered. I just remembered. Let's go. Let's press the button. I don't know why it's queuing up the next one. It's not supposed to play that next one. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can work this into any sort of effect. And if not, we'll move on. If not, we'll move on. I'll just drop a few in sporadically for kicks. Close enough for jazz. Let's keep going. Let's find some sort of satisfactory bass type noise to accompany these Super Bowl encapsulating drums. I've never heard anything else in my life that didn't just make me immediately think Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Robots in the mix. place to fart, but not too much. Something else. Holy shit, that sounds crazy. I want to put something else in that turnaround spot at the end there. Here, right here, this spot right here. Jeez Louise, let me turn off some of these goddamn game stages. And this, that, there. Holy smokes. That's better. So much quieter now. Before we dive into over there, let's just add some more, something else to this drum track. I use the term very loosely right now. Break it up a little bit more skittery. Split Bowl. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Touchdown. Touchdown. Bowl super, you guys. Keep it clean. Polish it up when necessary, or else it's just a regular bowl. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Think of the embarrassment. Can you imagine the level of embarrassment if your bowl isn't super enough? I can't. I cannot. I'm not gonna lie, that wouldn't be embarrassing for me. If anybody's curious, I got the Bastel microgranny in my hand here. Just trying to coax some weird noises out of it real quick. If they're not fitting in the mix, we'll move on, don't worry. That's what's going in that spot. is in the bank. We got ourselves a super friggin' bowl, you guys. Super Bowl. Should we add the dogs? I think we should add the dogs. Let's go. The dogs are in the mix. There's no going back now. I mean, there is. I can hit undo, but I'm not gonna. The dogs are in the mix. Super Bowl. Super Bowl, everybody. If you've never seen the Super Bowl before, this is exactly how it normally goes down. Exactly, to a T. No difference. At all. go. How super is your bowl? Could it fit an entire box of cereal and half a gallon of milk? That'd be pretty super. Pretty super. How super is your bowl? Do you eat soup out of the bowl? Is it just a bowl for soup, making it super? Perfectly valid. Super Bowl. All right. Let's press stop. Let's turn that off just for one. Is that like a, is that, I know I put digital reverb on, but yeah, I had a sneaking suspicion. That is almost an 8-second reverb. That's why it just kind of kept going. Everything that just happened was at least 18 touchdowns, 47 sacks, I don't know, maybe a couple field goals sprinkled in for fun. At least one injury where somebody had to get taken off the field on a stretcher. And, some other crap, too. Sometimes they yeeted the ball. Sometimes they just run around with it. It was crazy. Super Bowl. Let's call that the first half. Now it's halftime. Here's your halftime performance. It's called Footbags Live from the Depths. This was... That happened. It's where the SK5 really shines. Just making noises into the onboard microphone. Okay, that's been saved. Let's save it again just to make sure it's saved. Super Bowl's going just splendidly. They're saving all sorts of money this year. They said, hey, you guys, instead of having stadiums and lots of places to park cars, let's just do Footbags Live from the Depths instead. And everyone wins. Everyone wins. The fans win. The people who sell pretzels win. Everyone wins. How? I don't know, but they do. Trust. Let's go back over this way. Let's do something a little. Let's get real slow on this next one. I'm a pretty tired fella right about now. We had a birthday party in the house today. With a bunch of like 8 and 9-year-olds, which was great. But now I'm tired. That's kind of got the dark sound I'm thinking about right in this moment right now that I'm listening to it. I'm thinking about it while I'm listening to it. Listening to it made me think about it, but now I'm saying, I like that because I'm thinking about it. I kind of want, let me see if I can do something here. Sausage fingers did not fail me. I just wanted this. Don't make it too slow. I want to be slow, but not too slow. Sometimes I'll listen to a drum loop and I'll be like, I just want that little part. I just want like half a bar, half a measure, half a whatever. Man, the sausage fingers, they just, nothing but troubles. Today, worked like a charm. Must be the Super Bowl. I blame the Super Bowl. And by blame, I mean attribute. Attribute. I'm all about baking effects into the drum tracks today. It's the thing to do. It seems to be the Super Bowl move to make. Take your drum track and just bake some weird ass effects into them. Because then there's no going back. They're on tape. Before the undo button. Trying to get it to do that kind of swooping effect with all the clicks and pops. All of the clicks and all of the pops. All of those things. I don't want all of them. I want none of them. I want the cool delays. The filter sweeps. But what I don't want is the pops and the clicks. I would not like them. These ones. Those ones. I just got to avoid that area. Let's just try and put this on tape. If it's no good, we'll just do something slightly more regular, but maybe more Super Bowl. Pretty sure I completely biffed that. Let's try it again. It's hard to press the stop and go and this and that and other things and do these effects on the fly. Let's give it a take two. Maybe it'll be perfect. Who knows? Let's find out. Let's leave it at this. The drums at least loop decently. picturing them, but they're also not too completely over the top, which is probably a good thing. It's probably, let's use that to our benefit here in the depths, because holy crap, it doesn't always go that way. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let's just put on a little bit of something and it won't be too crazy, and then like the wheels just completely fall off. But hey, when you're in the depths, or anywhere else for that matter, just give it a try. Give it a try. It might be the best sound you ever heard in your life. And if you didn't try, you'd never hear it. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. Give it a try. Moral of the story. Footbags needs to learn how to count to 4. That is 5. That's 5 repetitions in this loop instead of 4, which kind of threw me off for a hot second when I was trying to record something else on there. Should we stay with this? Is this something we should try and work with? Should we go back and... do I even still have this? I do. I don't remember what effects I had on it, though. You know what? Let's try it. Should we try and work with it? Do I want to bother trying to count in a different number than 4? I don't think I do. was recording the drum breaks in, I was trying to hit the swoop, swoop, swoop on the snare 4 times, which I did, but I think it went around once before I did it properly. Yeah, here we are. We could just leave this and just do like just some random ass shit. That way I don't have to count tempo based on that being just a 4-bar loop for that duration of time, but it's in fact 5 bars, and that's what it's telling old Fridge Guts here to spit out against that 5-bar loop. Hurts my brain, but I like how it sounds. Everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl. This bowl was super. I tell you what. Its level of superness was through the friggin' roof. If anyone's like, is this a mediocre bowl? Hell no. It's super. I hope everybody's just so rad. Just rad as hell. If you could be radder, like, easily, by all means, do so. If anybody's not rad, I hope things get more rad. I hope there's no bees in your roof. I hope your roof is bee-free for 93. I hope it has things in it like roof materials. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Now, my name has been Footbags, if it wasn't just crazy obvious. And you guys have been you guys. These have been these depths. Somewhere on the wacky wall behind me, at one point in time, Anthony Kiedis got punched. I don't know if anybody noticed or not. I mean, it's kind of difficult. I can see what's going on back there. It's not easy to tell. Can't tell. Is it a Super Bowl or is it something else? I can't tell. I can't tell. I'm gonna watch anyways. Like Patrick Swayze. I hope everybody's week ahead of them is just spectacular. I hope it's as spectacular as a Super Bowl. And what else? Yeah, come on back on Tuesday to this Cold Rhymes Records Twitch channel. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. You can watch the Zinzerner Music Hour with P.T. Burnham. He's going to throw it down like you would not believe. I hope everybody scores a touchdown, at least one. I hope everybody gets a field goal, a safety point. What else? I don't know, all that good stuff. I hope your opponent's team, at least 2 of their members twist an ankle. That's not so serious that they'll be out several games, but will, give you an advantage in the game you're playing right now. That'd be pretty sweet. Now, my name is Footbags. I'm going to come back next Sunday. We'll do it all over again. It's probably going to be another Super Bowl, I'm not going to lie. Pretty much every Sunday, Super Bowl, or the Grammys, or both. You never know what's going to go down in these depths. All these big corporations, they're like, bro, we got to save money on our bottom line. Things are insane. These production costs are through the roof. I don't know what we're going to do. People don't care about them anymore. You know what? Call up Footbags. Say, hey, couldn't help but notice Footbags Live from the Depths is going to be happening at the exact same time that we would normally be having the Grammys Grammys and the Super Bowl. Could you just, you just fill in? I said, sure. No problem. I got this. I'll spin around in my chair, I'll loop weird-ass noises, and I'll play eye-blasting material on the wall behind myself. And they said, oh, word? Sounds pretty good. Sincerely, large corporations. And that's the story of how everything goes everywhere. So with that, I'm going to go footbags off into the night. I hope everybody maintains a furious level of radness, because I know you can. I'm going to be back next Sunday. Oh, in the meantime, I didn't mention this at all. In the meantime, especially on Sundays, make sure you watch the Soothing Sunday edition of Dirty 30 with your boy Mantra Kid. 3030.ca/beats. We'll get you all that stuff. He does another beat making stream daily, which is insane. Daily on the grind. And check out these Bobby Snacks videos that have been going down on these Sundays at noon on YouTube. Go on YouTube, search Bobby Snacks. Snacks has 2 X's at the end. Search that. Because today, he went in on these Footbags samples. I drop these sample packs every month on my Patreon. He used them in a session today, and it was awesome. I really enjoy watching what other producers and beat makers and stuff do with samples that I myself have not just made, but like used in beats, and they always use them in crazy different ways that I probably would never have stumbled upon in a million years of using the exact same samples. So that's really fun for me. So check those out. Go on YouTube, search Bobby Snacks, find his channel. He does live videos, he does shorts of little beats and loops and everything. It's just constantly. It's amazing. And head to 3030.ca to check out this Dirty 30 beat making series with your homeboy Mantra Kid. And watch this Cold Rhymes Records Twitch channel. If you like watching people make beats, check all those things out. Come on back Tuesday for the Zinzerna Music Hour. I already said that, but it's still awesome. Don't forget, 7 p.m., not 8 p.m., 7 p.m., Tuesdays, Zinzerna. I'll be back next Sunday at 8 p.m., right here, during a Super Bowl, and we'll make some more crazy crap. Come on back next time. And until then, peace and humptiness forever.